Hello everyone, this is me again, Saskia Falens from the SF Energy Advice. I'm making this video because yesterday I went to a network event where all entrepreneurs, new entrepreneurs, there were also people who were already 4 or 5 years in the business, as I am also, 3 years I think. And it was your possibility to meet up with entrepreneurs from the city of Ghent. It was also organized by the city of Ghent. Awesome city. And I have to say it was really well organized. I was really thinking if I'm ever gonna start doing events, I'm taking some of these things with me for certain. Okay, when it was the part of networking, it really crossed my mind a few times how difficult is it for people to be just themselves? To not have an agenda when you're talking with someone, to not immediately want to try to push some collaboration or whatever. I really noticed it. And then I connected with people on Instagram. And in the evening when I came back home and I was looking at the Instagram, I really, with practically all of them except for one, I was you're not being you. What is this that I'm seeing on this Instagram account or on this LinkedIn page or on Facebook? What is this? I know I don't have a lot of followers. I don't give a fuck. For me, it's just I want to bring these things out. And actually, I started to be on Instagram because I was oh God, I don't want to have this fake kind of stuff. And okay, I'm also gonna have nice pictures because I did a photo shoot now. But I still want it to be real. I want you to go on my page and be this is Saskia. There is really a reason why I post every evening on my Instagram stories to tell you how my day was. There is a reason why I do this. Because first of all, I was sick and tired of people trying to put me in the spiritual realm, and she's floating in the air and not really human. I was sick and tired of it. So I was you know what? I'll show you who is the person behind the healings. And it actually, I'm happy that I had the courage to do so. Because often you can also see that I'm crying and I had a shit day, or that I had an awesome day, or that I went out and I met someone and it was really nice. I really put it on there. I put it out there. I'm trying to be as authentic as I can without sharing way too much. Because there's something with vulnerability. Being real and being vulnerable, also know to whom. And yeah, if I'm really vulnerable in my stories, it's because I'm very grounded in it. And that's me, probably a little bit strange to say, but it's if people are going to see this and they're going to give shit reactions on it, I will not be touched by it. Then I know, okay, this is something I can post. And often I'm I'm just posting it. I don't give a fuck what people think. So this is what I noticed when I was looking at the Instagram accounts, LinkedIn accounts, TikTok accounts from the entrepreneurs that I met yesterday. We are not real. Why not? Why is it so goddamn difficult to just be us? Why are we actually helping each other in this? We're emphasizing it wow, amazing, wow, you have so many followers, woo. And I was yeah. And I noticed that when I was talking with someone and I was yeah, I actually don't have that much followers. And I was what the fuck, Saskia, what are you saying? Why are you going into this? It was very interesting for me to feel. And at a certain point I just said, yeah, I have to say all my group classes, they are full. There's just one class that's not really vibing, but all the rest, it's full. The healing session, don't have to worry about it. Just goes. It's immediately people start to book in. So actually, it's really amazing how it goes. And when you say that, they're oh, wow. And then they see the Instagram and what? 620 followers? I actually saw that with one. So just to let you know, these numbers, they don't count. In essence, in who you are, they don't count. And I know there's going to be a time where how the success I have now is going to expand immensely. But still, no, I don't give a shit. I'm just being myself. And in being myself, it's going to come. And if all of a sudden I will have 5,000 to 10,000, I don't know how many followers, I will not care. For me, what truly cares, really truly cares, and that I hope we will start to emphasize this in everyone. We're going to support this in everyone around us and ourselves, is that I'm being me, just really me, and in being myself, that I'm also going to give the world what I'm supposed to give. That what is my task. I start to see now what my task is. And that I'm going to have a life built on that. And then you know you're there. Well, you can still evolve, but I mean, if you're not going to be you, the energy is shit. And you're going to have all these beautiful posts on Instagram where you're like, and then with the bikini and tucking the stomach, and you feel so gorgeous. But in essence, inside, you do not. You're just fooling yourself, and in that, you're also fooling the others. You're just constantly fooling each other. Why? Don't do that. Stop doing that. So be you. And when you're like, oh, I'm certain I'm being me, well, come and have a session with me, and I'll tell you if that is really true. Because really often I notice this is not. And honestly, even with myself, I feel sometimes that I'm like still having like these flinches. Like I said with the girl yesterday, I actually don't have that many followers. And I was like, why are you doing this, Saskia? Don't. I also still have these moments, but I bring myself back in a second because I'm very curious. Yeah, I'm very curious also, but I'm very conscious about it. I do not allow myself to stay in it. It is human that I sometimes even go in it, and I'm pretty certain that at a certain point I will not even have the second split of a second that I will go in it. That I will just like be, no, I'm okay. Well, Instagram, yes, I have an account. So, that I'm like really chill in it. Be you. Don't give a fuck about what people think. And in order to go to that space, to really feel I'm being me, you have to get to know yourself. Be your best friend. Like really, you're the bestest of best friend that you can imagine. Be that person for yourself. In your bad moments, in your good moments. I know bad and good doesn't exist, but you know what I understand, what I mean. Get to know yourself. The awesome parts, but also the dark ones. Like, how come that people can still trigger you? What is it? What's behind it? Really go dive in deep. So that when you look at your pictures from 10 years ago or 5 years ago, you can be like, uh-oh. Happy that changed. I just went through, I used to be a lot in Thailand, kind of lived there. And then I was looking back at pictures of someone that I actually really liked at that time. And I was looking at the pictures and he was sitting next to me and I was like, I'm very happy that I'm not that person anymore. That I changed. That now I would be like, hey, fuck it. My value is not being made by you. You understand? And to make it even more clear, this was a person who actually told me straight to the face, I think you're awesome and I feel great with you, but you're too fat. And honestly, I'm okay. Maybe at that time I was a little bit, but even not that much. Just a little bit more weight because I couldn't sport at the time. I had a hip injury and so on. But I wasn't fat. Like seriously, even if I were. He emphasized a lot that he liked being with me. He loved my energy. He felt so relaxed and always at ease when he was with me. But then the physical part of it, he was not being himself and I was not being myself. Now it would be like, hey, fuck you. Bye. Enjoy yourself. I'm going to keep my nice energy with me. That's what I mean. So be you. And if you're like, I actually don't know who I am, Start looking. One day you're gonna find him or her. You're gonna find who you are. But start looking and persist in it. And do not allow any of all those other people that I met yesterday, for instance, that intimidate you or manipulate you, because diving in deep with themselves makes them afraid. Let them stay in their process, but don't allow it that they bring it to you. I wish you lots of good luck with this. And if you want any advice about this, just put a comment and I'll see if I can make a video about it.